The water's cold.
It's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward. Edward Charles Harden, Esquire.
Will you promise to behave on land?
Don't I always?
Lissie, promise.
Oh, piffle and phonus balonus, Teddy. You ought to know better than to ask. Yes, I'll behave. I'll be a proper young lady. I shan't run or climb things or laugh too loud or call anyone old bean. Aside from you. So, do you think we'll find your Betty in, what did you call this village? Gravewick? Gravewick? Greywoke? It's an odd language. I don't much care for it. Perhaps Betty found herself a burly Viking warrior and went native. Put horns on her hat, drinks mead out of a chalice, eats goat meat off the bone, that sort of thing.
Grovik. Yes, I do.
Why here? What's so special about Greywoke?
She never said, but knowing my sister, something drew her here.
But how can you know?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about...
But that's months ago. She could have gone anywhere.
Without writing or telegraphing her editor in New York, she wouldn't do that. Betty's...
Oh, the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, Little Miss Perfect.
Alice, you're talking about my sister.
Fine. I'm sorry. Elizabeth Sidarb. We all love her dearly. And Teddy Bear, Edward, we will find her. Betty's fine. Why, we'll see her as soon as we get to shore. She'll shower you with kisses and berate you for coming all this way from Hanover, Massachusetts to the middle of absolutely nowhere Scandinavia way just to chase her
Norway.
down. Everything will be Jake, old fruit. Is that it? Is that Groovewoke? It looks so peaceful and beautiful and so desolate, like a place built for ghosts.
Finally. I don't think I could do this for much longer.
Can't you row any faster? I'm getting frightfully bored.
How about you take over, Alice?
You slay me, Teddy, old bean. Was that thunder?
Still distant. The boat will be in safe harbor by the time the weather arrives.
So you say. But I say put your back into it, because we're sitting ducks out here. Quack, quack.
Oh, you. There shouldn't be any dangers bathing in a fjord. I've done that countless of times. But I guess it depends on the fjord.
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
Probably working. I know it's a foreign concept to you, but that's something normal people do.
Hardy har har.
The Fretland farm is up the hill somewhere.
Up where?
I believe it's that farmhouse, all the way at the top.
Hot dog! Let's ankle!
Hold on. Let me read the letter from Mrs. Fretland first.
I'll meet
and-
you up there, old sport. I want to explore. Last one's a skunk's tail.
Be careful. The ground's muddy. You could slip and fall.
See you in 2 shakes.
So yeah, we're looking for our sister,
Dear
Betty.
Mr. Harden, we would like to extend an invitation to visit our home. Trouble to hear of your sister's disappearance. No news to share. You'll find our farm on top of the hill. I hope I got that right. Look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours faithfully, Anna Fretland. Well, I'm here. Where are you? Did you make
1923.
it to Grovik, Betty? And why did you pick this forlorn hole under the mountains? Also sprach Zarathustra.
Teddy, are you coming? I'm almost there.
On my way. Righto. Step to it, teddy bear.
I don't know what language that was. But yeah, Greyvik. Basically, gray, probably because of this whole place often being foggy and looking very grayish, and the weak part being basically the landscape, a bit more open like this, is what Norwegians tend to call a week. Frederick, Fretland, and Gön. Oh, Søn, the old version of sun in English. Oh, I guess this means it's locked. So 1900s. Telegraph station. Rikstelefon. «24. juli 1923, minnestund, for å minnes alle som mistet livet ved grubeulykken i 1902. Gråvik kirka. So basically in memory of everyone who lost their lives in the mine accident. Yeah, being a mine worker is a very dangerous task, even these days, but even more so earlier in time. Rest. The light went blue.
Just taking a break.
Hurry up! Storm's getting closer.
Haven't even been hearing another thunder since we were in the boat. Norway is usually more shielded from thunder than, let's say, America. At least so it feels. And at least on the western coast, which I believe this might be. No, we already sat down for a bit, or rested a bit. It's very beautiful though. Norway is home to a lot of beautiful landscape. Okay, let's rest a bit. We are not in the greatest shape. Oh, look up there. A little watermill combined with a little tiny cottage thing. If anything, a little hut. Where did you go running?
Teddy, this way.
Yep, coming. Whew.
That's Charles Hart. I'm waiting for you.
Well, you're playful, you're full of energy. In contrast to us, we need to rest a bit. We've been through lots of emotional turmoil looking for our sister. And I'm not sure if this is a Scandinavian thing or a worldwide thing, but a flag being 2/3 off a flagpole means that someone is recently deceased. They do this until they are being buried. So someone is mourning. The flag of Norway.
Seriously?
You're not the one carrying a suitcase.
Well, if you're not used to or have much endurance, then yeah, walking uphill, even just a slightly bit, is gonna do. It's gonna make one exhausted if one's not used to it.
What took you so long?
I'm not 17.
Nor are you 70. Put some spring into your step, old sport.
Did you see the flag? It's at half-mast. Someone died.
So this is it, huh? Nice digs. But seriously, where is everyone?
Could be at the funeral. There might be inside.
Perhaps everyone's indoors. The rain's picking up.
You first, old bean.
Hello? Anyone there? Mr. Fretland? Mrs. Fretland? This is Edward Charles Harden, the American. We've exchanged letters.
The American.
Maybe they went on holiday and left the door open. Give it a shake and a rattle.
I can't just barge into their home.
It's not a crime if you're invited.
Norwegians usually lock their homes, but this is in the middle of nowhere, so...
I'm coming in.
Oh.
This is Mr. Harden. Hello? Is anyone home?
This house is as empty as a bird's nest in December. Hey, you want to check out the upstairs?
I'm a guest. Why would I start poking around every corner of the house?
I don't know. Maybe they're playing hide and go seek. Well, I didn't want to go upstairs anyway. It's creepy.
There must be a sitting room on this floor.
Well, I would assume that's in here.
Oh, this is nice. Charmingly rustic. The Boston Beaumont would pay a pretty penny for this setup. I thought foreigners lived differently. This is almost like an American home.
People are people wherever you go.
Thanks, Proust.
It's really coming down.
How about a quick run in the rain?
You can't be serious.
You're already a wet blanket, teddy bear. It's not like you'll get any wetter.
You are someone. Something.
Family pictures. They must be the, what did you call them?
The Fretlands.
Right. Anna and John?
Johann.
This is honestly not what I'd pictured. They're very presentable. Not at all like turnip farmers.
They're not turnip farmers. That must be Johann Fretland, master of the house.
What makes you think he's the master of anything? It's 1923, Teddy, old boy. Women can vote.
Still, it's males were still considered the men of the house at the time, so to speak. At that time.
Betty might be with the Fretlands, wherever they are.
Wouldn't Anna Fretland have written you?
She might have. We left Hanover a month ago. The flag outside was flying at half-mast.
What does that mean?
Someone died. It'll get dark soon.
Where will you sleep? There must be a guest bedroom.
I'm not using their beds without invitation.
We can disguise ourselves as bedwear. They'll never know we're here.
There's something very adventurous about his personality. So much energy. So young. So silly.
The books are all in English.
Isn't that a bit odd?
Mrs. Fretland is Scottish, though she grew up in Ålesund.
Have you been secretly communicating with Johann's winsome wife, Edward, dearest?
Certainly not. She was the one who wrote me, because Mr. Fretland's
I
English
was
isn't
only
as...
joking. Lighten up, old sport. Don't be such a pill. What are you looking at there?
A book.
Strange place for a book. Unless it was a terrible book that deserved a good burning. What's the title?
The cover's charred.
Christmas.
1922. To Ruth. From Simon. Why would someone burn this?
Like I said, maybe it was a terrible book. Is Simon one of the Freddylanders?
I don't think so. They only have the one daughter.
Curious.
Where do you think they've gone?
The Fretlands.
The Fretlands, the Hansons, the Jensens, all of them.
I'm sure they'll be back soon.
It's like a dead land. As though its soul has departed.
You can see the whole village from up here.
Do you want to go sightseeing?
Tomorrow. It's getting late, and the rain's not abating.
Oh, I can barely see the church.
There's the Stave Church.
Do you think that's where they've all gone? Maybe there's a very popular funeral.
The flag was at half-mast, but No sign of life out there.
Did you hear something?
No.
Must be the wind under the door. Or the churning sea. Or the interminable rain. Or flesh-eating ghouls waiting to pounce.
So energetic.
Alice, honestly.
You're the one who reads Poe to me. Don't blame me for having an active imagination.
What about the energy? A note.
Dear Mrs. Fretland, I trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. I wrote to inform them about when I'd be arriving. So where are they?
Do they even have calendars? Maybe they don't know what day it is.
Despite appearances, we haven't gone back in time. They have calendars. Home feels very far away.
Are we feeling melancholy again?
I've never been this far from Hanover.
It's about time we got you out of that dreary old house, Teddy Bear.
Hanover. The only Hanover I know is in Germany, but in America, there's a lot of, well, places, names of places and cities, which they adopted in America. Like even the capital city of Norway, Oslo, is in America. There's even a place called Norway in America.
I asked about Elizabeth.
And they hadn't seen her?
Mrs. Fretland promised she'd write if she heard anything. There wouldn't be many female reporters from New York and Western Norway.
Why would she come here in the first place?
Betty always has her reasons.
So it is Western Norway then.
The thought of boarding that infernal ocean liner again.
I quite enjoyed it. So much room for exploration and mystery.
So many opportunities for seasickness and claustrophobia.
Don't be a Debbie Downer. I'm sure your tummy will be better behaved on the return voyage. And you'll be craving enclosed spaces after a week in this wide open wilderness. Wait, is that... Are they... Who's... They're all twins. All of them.
That's Johann and Anna Fretland.
There are two of each, Edward. Two of each.
Frederick and Margaret. Twins marrying twins.
My mind's reeling. This is just too adorable.
May 26th, 1899. They'll be celebrating their silver anniversary next year.
Ah, the mine. Mining company.
Well, those boys look proud as peacocks. What does it say there? Groovy?
Gruben.
Mine.
The mine.
Old
Maybe
word.
that's where everyone is. Digging for precious jewels in the Stygian abyss.
From what I learned of this place during the brief stay in Ålesund, the iron mine shut down 20 years ago.
It's also written gruve in modern Norwegian, but this is the old version, grube.
The mine was only in operation until 1902.
Oh.
They must have lost a fortune. An iron mine wouldn't pay itself off in 5 years.
Can we go spelunking?
What's-
Perhaps we'll find trolls in the abyss, and we can steal their ill-gotten gold.
There was a cave-in. It'll be unsafe.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, mines are... It can be very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Abandoned mines and all.
Frederick and Johann Fretland, founders of the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
They're the spitting image of each other.
Twin brothers and business partners.
And they married twin sisters. Adorable. Who's the boy? He looks related to the other two.
Oops. Sorry, I glitched out a bit. Oh, newspaper clippings.
Tragic accident befalls the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
What happened?
The mine collapsed, killing 3 workers, including Arne Fretland, Frederick and Johann's younger brother.
That's awful. How old was he?
19.
He might be the boy in the photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Operations were suspended after the accident.
We should have taken the May one first.
Johann Fretland exits Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
So the brothers parted ways?
Johann sold his share to focus on farming.
That must have put a damper on their relationship.
Foreign investors out of Frederick Fretland's mining company. Dire financial consequences for Fretland, who must have had a difficult time after his brother Johann Fretland pulled out earlier this year.
Johann was smart to exit when he did.
The timing is curious, like he knew something was about to go awry.
Stormy sea. Still no one, even if they were... Oh, there's a little crow. I like crows. Oh, that looks so vivid. That is amazing detail. Okay. Still no one has returned home. Oh, hi.
Oof, that's a grim sight, old bean.
A very dark mirror.
I'm exhausted and soaked to the bone.
Let's get you to bed.
We'll wait for the Fretlands. It's only courteous.
At least for a little bit longer. Maybe we should have a look upstairs. Oh, that spooked me.
Betty,
Have you gone screwy again, Teddy? That's not Betty.
her
That's...
scarf. I'd know it anywhere.
It doesn't look like anything to me. It
She
just
bought it in
looks like...
Bloomingdale's the Christmas before last. When she
Christmas?
came home that year, she showed it off, dancing around the sitting room until I got dizzy watching her.
I think you're misremembering. She couldn't make it home that year. Again.
No, you're wrong. I'm sure she was there.
Whatever. It's not like you pay any attention to me when Betty's around. I might just as well be a ghost.
Oh,
Look, it is her scarf. It even smells like her perfume. Shalimar.
But what if that's not...
She's here. I'm finally going to find her.
That's great, Edward, really. I wouldn't want you to get your hopes up. I mean, where's everyone gone to? Something's not right, I'm telling you.
oh.
Teddy? Edward, what's wrong?
Lightheaded, that's all.
Let's lay
You're
down.
having another spell. You know what happens when you exert yourself. Sit down.
I just need to catch my breath.
Do we have a condition?
Just for a moment.
I want you to lie down. Lie down and close your eyes. It's been a strenuous day. What with the rowing and the dragging of the suitcase up the hill.
But what if the Fretland...
I'll keep an eye out. I promise. If they come home, I'll wake you. Now, lie down, close your eyes, breathe deeply.
I'm just going to...
Shh.
Don't go anywhere. I've known you for... As the player, has known you for 20 minutes. I feel I know you well enough already that you're just gonna run off somewhere or something.
Elizabeth? Is that you? Betty? Lissie? Lissie, are you here? Alice? Hello?
Okay!
Hey, who's there? Betty? Elizabeth? Wait! Lissie, there's someone outside. It might be Betty.
Did you go upstairs?
Here, Lissie?
What?
Lissie! Are you upstairs?
This might be a...
Are you in here, Lissie?
No. Well, she wanted to go outside. Maybe she's roaming outside somewhere.
Who's out there? Hello? Betty?
Oh, that's so foggy.
Lissie?
Hmm?
I'm not alone.
Quite the wind. It's probably going to be very slippery here. All the mud simply everywhere. Oh,
I can hear you!
that was a crow. Is that the crow out the window? That was out the window. Should not run here. Oh my god, it's so slippery. Slippery. Hello?
Who goes there? Wait!
Careful. I know how slippery such terrain can be. With an excess of mud. It doesn't seem like there's that much wind here.
Someone there?
Am I going insane? There's a cowbell, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's a, well, a goat.
Betty, is that you?
I think Betty would...
Are you there, Betty?
Careful! Oh yeah! Yeah! Respect the terrain! Oh god, wow.
Shit.
You know our shape and everything. Limb check. No,
Elizabeth, are you there?
seem to be fine. At least this seems somewhat like a path should be. A bit less slippery. What is that for a weird sound? Oh, huh? What is this?
The boat, Edward! Where's our boat?
Lissie. Where did you go? Why did you leave me?
It stopped raining and you were sleeping, and our boat, it's gone.
The boat... What? How?
Maybe you didn't secure it properly.
I pulled it up. I don't know. I thought I tied it securely, but... Did you see Betty?
Did I see? What are you talking about?
I think... Betty... It was Betty. It was her. It must have been her. I saw her face in the window, and she vanished into the dark towards the sea. You really didn't see anyone?
I haven't seen a single soul. Are you sure it was her? and
Yes.
Not.
I mean, I saw her face, and it looked like her.
Well, if it was her, why did she run away?
I don't know. It's getting dark. Back to the house. Then tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day, Teddy Bear. We'll figure it out. Right now, let's get you cleaned up. Look at you. You've got mud all over yourself. And
Yeah.
then you really need to sleep. You must be exhausted.
Where were you?
You could bottle and sell this air in Boston. It's frankly medicinal.
Careful you don't fall.